What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. This is your boy, Anthony Sain, with my guy, Kenny Stubblefield in the building. Kenny, what's going on, my brother?
Man, I got a bone to pick with you, man. You take a week off, you don't even call me anymore, man. You don't even talk to me anymore.
Bro, that's funny, man. I got a lot going on, man.
I'm like, what? I thought me and Anthony were cool, but now you don't even call me, man. It takes a week off.
You got shit to talk about. Hey, I know you've been super busy, man. You got stuff that we don't even talk about that you got going on. Big business you working on, you know. So you got, you know what I'm saying, St. Jude type stuff going on. Penny Hardaway, this type of stuff. Make sure y'all check that out too. Hey, my boy Gabe Coon had to sit down with Penny Hardaway and officials from St. Jude.
Rick Shadyac, the CEO of Alsac, man. And let me tell you, bro, like the first time in 6 years of covering Penny, we've had the chance to sit down with him on Bluff City Media's networks. Yeah. And Penny was awesome. Like, he's in a great place, man. Looks good, sounds good, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Rick Shadyac, man, that dude. I told him afterwards, like, man, I want to run through a brick wall after listening to you talk, man. This man
aired. When does it air?
Today? It aired yesterday at 10. It aired yesterday at 10 a.m. So it's out. Okay. It's out now. Yeah,
my Tuesday flew by, man. So I don't know. We are recording this show right now, late Tuesday night. I have my celebratory glass. Shout out to my boy. What's his name? My boy that I can't think of his name. On Grizz Show.
Nathan Qualls?
Nathan Qualls. Shout out to Nathan Qualls.
Yeah, man.
We celebrating today, man. My Tigers, your Tigers.
Let's go.
Big win. I'm drinking a Red Bull in a sexy glass on y'all mugs out there. Yeah, Red Bull looks like bad urine.
It does.
When you're drinking it outside of the can.
It does. Can I tell you one of the more disappointing things about Red Bull is I like Red Bull, but I have to drink sugar-free Red Bull now. It's miserable. I don't even drink it anymore. It's terrible.
Sugar-free drinks give me like an instant migraine. I can't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
Drinks and candy, anything that's like sugar-free is going to give me an instant headache.
That's why I drink a lot of water, man.
Yeah. I'm tired of shit, man. So I'm drinking. It's my second Red Bull today too, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to
Welcome back, man. Welcome back, bro.
Man, good, man. Good to be back, man. I took a much-needed break.
Yes.
Coming in refreshed. But yeah, still tired as hell.
Still tired as hell.
But it feels good, man. But
man had a staycation.
Right. My guy Parish Sharkey is gonna be in the building. Got some quick Grizzlies stuff to talk about.
Yep.
Them jerseys started leaking.
Oh god.
Leaking. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the haters, man. We're gonna, dig into that type of stuff with the Grizzlies like we do each and every week with my man Parish Sharkey. But since we last talked, like I said, Kenny Stubblefield, we celebrating over here, dog. Because I told y'all the Tigers going undefeated this year. I told y'all we was going to get Florida State up out of there. I said that before them folks was even sorry. Quit playing.
Yeah, you riled up it in a weird way. How did you calling Norvell a fraud? And I don't want to jump.
Yeah, go ahead.
But what is this loyalty thing that folks have for former people, former coaches, He left.
Left us just like all the other coaches left us, bro. But
he left.
You know why? You know, they say America's one of them countries where, bro, you can do whatever. All you got to do is ask for an apology, and people will forgive you 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he's a nice dude. He's a salesman.
Mm-hmm.
And he sold us this image of himself that's a pretty cool dude. You know what I mean? Plus he had a very good record when he was here. He was the man. He was that dude. And he knew how to do the little things like a practice or some shit, right? Like like that type of stuff. Like when we get Penny as a coach, he knew to put those on, and he just kind of knew what stuff to say.
Like or that clip that's out that was floating around out on Twitter after the game, where he's in Chris Vernon's studio at Grind City Media saying the grass is not always greener, right? And everybody's like, yeah. And then like the next day he's in Florida State.
Gone.
Yeah.
He gone. But here's the thing with Norvell. I cleared it up too because I did immediately say Norvell been a fraud. I also said before the game that the games where his asshole might get tight. 9 times out of 10 it does get tight. I told y'all going into this. This is one of those type of games. He's 0-2 playing against a former team who's hot, got shit to play for. Pressure's on his back. and his asshole got tight in that game. I guess he saw Memphis on the other side. He saw that pouncing Tiger jumping through that M on those helmets. It was like, oh shit,
it's back.
It's back. You know what I mean? And he's had some big wins in his time here, but he's had some big losses. He could not beat UCF, if I'm not mistaken. He could not beat those two. You know what I mean? Bowl games where we looked like kids compared against the schools we played against. Here's another thing too, man. I am just quick Anthony Sain timeline. I'm sure a lot of y'all heard the story before. I cut my teeth as far as being a credentialed, like a writing for actual publication with the Tri-State Defender. And my first beat was covering Justin Fuente Tiger football.
Right.
My first bit of legitimacy as far as writing for a actual publication was writing for the Tri-State Defender, covering Justin Fuente Tiger football.
Right.
And it was my first locker room. That was my first coach. That was my first, sitting, all those. That was my first. I did it with the Grizzlies, but I was independent, But doing it for the Tri-State Defender and Justin Fuente being the coach of that team, that's my guy. And I don't really know much about him, but that was the dude when I was there, and that's my guy. That's who I'm riding with. I remember the press conference when Norvell was there. Another culprit of the stanking up in the ass and digging up in the playing with the food with the bare hands. Old white man. It was another one that was at that press conference as well. I'm not gonna name no names. Shout out to one of the goats with your nasty ass. But we just started out the show saying I was gonna.
I know. I was gonna say the same thing. I couldn't
even get through 8 minutes. Of the show.
You said at the beginning. I just give up behind the fourth wall in our pre-show meeting. Anthony's like, let's try to go PG for a couple of weeks and see what our numbers do.
That algorithms.
That went out the door.
But yeah.
Hey, I'm keeping it chill, man. I ain't cussing.
Hey, I got you, bro. I ain't cussing you.
Shit.
But no. But like I said, Norvell, man, here's the thing. This is why I say he's a fraud. I think Mike Norvell was probably the greatest Tiger football coach we've ever had. Fuente was my guy, but it's undeniable that Norvell took this team to another level after Fuente.
Right.
Did Norvell build this school? No. I think Justin Fuente did the grunt work, and Norvell just took it where Fuente couldn't take it. That's cool. Right? I'm not denying that, right? I'm not acting like that's not a change of heart. This isn't reaction to y'all are saying. I thought this when I said he was a fraud. But something about Mike Norvell that I'm willing to throw out there to you all who say that he's not a fraud is, by my definition, he's a fraud because he identified himself as being too big for the Memphis job. He left and he took the Florida State job, which is one of the top 10, top 15 college football programs of all time. Like super recognizable color scheme, super recognizable helmet, logo, the wins, the tomahawk chop, and the fact that they still do that. The fact that school has flown under the radar as far as the attacks from the Native American community is beyond me. I don't understand how they're still doing the stuff they do.
Well, I asked the same question about what was it? There was another team that has an Indian name to it, and I asked a question about that a while ago, and somebody said it's because
not a nickname. It's like an actual.
And it's been approved by the Seminole tribe.
Right.
Like they're okay with it. They don't take offense.
They're not
to
calling
it.
Some kind of slang, silly, offensive name. They're actually
like the Washington Redskins is like a somewhat of a pejorative statement towards.
Is that like calling Haitians the N-words? Like, it's not like that. But anyway, by mistake, right? But yeah, that dude just said that. Like, oh, my bad, my ends, all my ends out there.
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah. I meant to say the long A. I meant to say that. I didn't mean to knock out the hard ER on you. My bad. Jesus.
Man, we live. Man, the world is so messed up, bro. Like, what are we doing as a country, bro? What are we doing, bro?
They're eating dogs. They're eating dogs and cats.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, bro. But anyway, here's why I say Norvell's a fraud, man. He ain't ready for that job, man. Like you ain't.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Anthony, listen. I love you, bro, and I missed last week's shows. I miss doing the show. It's like the highlight of my week, being able to come and talk with you. But you're wrong on this one, bro. You're wrong on this one. He ain't no fraud. He went 13-0 last year, bro.
I get that, bro.
You're wrong on this one. It's okay.
I get what y'all are saying. But when it came down to the big time, he was on the outside looking in. Because people said, you know what, bro, them wins ain't nothing. Y'all ain't beat nobody.
They didn't get in. They didn't get in because their starting quarterback got hurt. That is the reason why they didn't get in. Because the committee knew that if they put whoever the quarterback was, I can't even remember his name. If they put Florida State in there, it was going to be an ass whipping through and through.
Because they weren't legit, right? They were fraudulent, right?
When you take, especially in a selection situation like that, if the Grizzlies, let's go NBA for a second. If there's some like hierarchy, this group of people in the NBA that decide who gets into the playoffs and who doesn't, or who whatever, and Ja Morant has led the Grizzlies to the number one seed in the Western Conference the entire year, and then 2 weeks before that selection committee tells you whether or not you're going to the playoffs or not, Ja gets hurt. You damn well better believe they're going to go, yeah, man, Grizzlies, y'all are awesome, right? Like Ja Morant, but without Ja, you guys are going to get smoked by the old ass Lakers, right? Like you're going to get smoked. So we're not going to bring you in here. That's the part of the system. It's a messed up system. We feel bad for Florida State, but it is what it is, and it made for pretty awesome playoff games. But Norvell's not a fraud. They were a good team.
I hear you, brother. I'll take that. But I'm gonna throw this out there too, man. If you 0-2, your former team, a non-Power 5 team, is on the other side of the field, and that's what stopped you from being 1-2. Go beat Memphis, bro. And I'm happy for Memphis. I'm a very casual Tiger fan. Y'all know that I'm a very casual college football fan and all. We're going to talk about that too, man, before we go to the break with my boy Parish Sharkey. But, bro, you got to beat Memphis, bro. You got to beat Memphis. And you got tied up the ass and you lost. And you got smacked because you were down 20-3.
They didn't get tied up. They didn't get it tied up the ass. They got their ass whipped.
Kicked. The entire game.
The entire game.
You got beat by Memphis.
They got beat. And let's be frank about it, though. They didn't get – it wasn't like Memphis lucked into that win.
Nah, we beat their ass.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So yes, you're right. Like this team, this iteration of the Florida State team is not good. DJ, I wish I could say his name. I don't even.
DJU.
He is just not. He is who everybody thought he was prior to when he was at the other schools he was at, Oklahoma or Oregon State and Clemson, and he is who we thought he was. But I am a firm believer that parity is real in college football, and Memphis has a really good team this year.
Bro, we good, bro.
Yeah.
All right, come on. Let's do the 5 players. Come on, I got you.
You got okay. Who is the
we was doing this, but all right, come on.
Who is the third? Who is a wide receiver? Give me not the 2 that you've been saying. Give me one more.
I can give you 3.
Okay, give me 3.
I can name 3 wide receivers, man. Rock Taylor.
Okay.
Demir Blankensee. Come on, bro. I'm giving you 4 names in this bitch. And say my name himself, Kobe Drake, bro. Quit playing with me, bro.
That man, I love you.
I'm gonna give you a tight end, my boy Lampier.
Lampier.
Man, bro, that's what's it.
Tell me the backup running back who took Sutton Smith's spot. What's his name?
Brandon Thomas.
Close.
This is what it is. It's something Thomas.
Greg DeWozier.
Bro, it's another dude.
Brandon Thomas plays, but he's the goal line guy. Greg DeWozier is the second string.
Yeah. I don't know about that, brother. Seth Hennigan, of course. Hold on.
Let's go. I need a defender, man, because the Tigers' defense is legit this year.
You got some junior, because on the college football, he on this right side of the field. I can't think of what his name is. Somebody junior over there. Then you got hold on. You got number 11. Can't think of his name though.
Man, dude's gonna play on Sundays, man. He's gonna be on he's gonna be playing for the Titans, Parish's favorite team. I do want to know when Parish comes on today. I need to know how he's feeling about the Titans.
I always feel.
Is Chandler Martin the guy? Is Chandler Martin going to come in and say? Is he going to come in and save the day? That's what I want to know.
Chandler Martin Cole. And then they got a cornerback named something Ross, right?
Davion Ross.
Hey, bro, stop playing with me, bro. Hey, bro, I'm so official, bro. I'm the most casual Tiger fan in the world. Shout out to the Tiger fans that keep shooting your boy tickets. I got 2 more for the Middle Tennessee State game already on y'all ass. Folks be taking care of me, bro. But I'm going to say this right here. Y'all really ain't shit, Tiger fans. Let me say this. Y'all gave me so much shit when I said that y'all was some trash last year. I said y'all was some pure garbage. I said I wouldn't go to the games they were paying because the shit boring. I said I'm not going to the game looking like a speck of black pepper in a bowl of milk, messing around with all you rich white folks in Memphis. I tell you I wasn't going, man. But I said all that stuff. Y'all wanted to give me shit. And now here I am. It's like I'm in the Twilight Zone, Kenny Stubblefield. I'm arguing with people now telling me reasons why they not going to the game.
I am so.
What in the world are we talking about?
I am so frustrated. Like, listen, man, if we want to get into this, we can get into this. But I am so pissed off at Tiger fans right now because we got a top 25 team in the country in college football that could go to the college football playoffs that are literally for the rest of the year, Anthony, are favored in every single game that they play.
No folks on track to go undefeated, bro.
Undefeated, right? They are favored to win every single game except for maybe the Tulane game, but it's like 52-48, like percent.
These folks literally told me, "Oh man, the weather's too nice for college football,
bro."
The game
I know
starts at 11. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, hold on, bro. I've heard Germantown Fest is going on. I've heard the schedule. I'm like, bro, what in the Mayberry madness are we talking about, bro? Like, are we a team that's trying to get into a big conference? We'll talk about that later on today, too.
Yes.
Are we a team that's trying to get into a big conference, or are we not, bro? Because the stuff that we say for excuses are trash. And y'all the same people. They got mad at me.
They're giving you trash about you saying, why would I go? Now, man.
I'm the one saying why y'all ain't coming to the game, bro.
So then a few days ago, the largest brand in the country, in the world, St. Jude, who has its entire operation, like global operation, is in Memphis, has now affiliated and partnered with the University of Memphis men's basketball program, who you claim to love, who you claim to follow, who you claim to ride and die for, Memphis basketball.
The city's team, they told.
The city's team. It's plastered on the wall. It's the city's team. They just announced that they are bringing in a charity game, Dawn Staley in South Carolina, 2-time national champion Dawn Staley, and Hubert Davis and the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Does it come with our season tickets?
The bluest of blue bloods,
baby blue,
to play an exhibition matchup for charity right before the Tigers then travel to go play against the 2-time defending national champion UConn. And all I've heard today is, it's on a Tuesday night and the tickets are so expensive and it's just it's not a part of our season ticket package. I am so tired of the excuses. If you want to be taken seriously, you're going to have to figure out, fan base, how to stop making excuses to not come and start finding reasons to come. Because the reasons are there, bro.
We're not a mid-major. Saying you lost your mind. How dare you say we're a mid-major? This is mid-major mentality.
Can I say something real quick? Memphis, the University of Memphis and its athletic department and the corporate sponsors that are behind it, the big name people
down right now,
that are putting money behind the University of Memphis, they are major, high conference major people.
Yeah.
Memphis fans, you are mid-major.
Woo, shit. Hey, that was the words of Kenny Stubblefield.
Memphis fans,
please
you act mid-major. I am so sick and tired of it. All the excuses. Sorry, I told you, man. It made me so
what's so
mad.
crazy about it, bro. Like, I told you before this Tiger football season started. I said, man, I'm finna buy college football 25. I'm finna learn me some players on this team. I'm finna jump into this season because it looks like a fun season, a historic season may be about to happen. And I've gone to every game and I've enjoyed it, bro. Like, I've been like, damn, like, it's really like we're
it's fun, right? It's a great environment.
I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen, Tiger football fans. One of your biggest fears is about to happen. Y'all keep messing around.
Start screwing around, man.
The niggas is coming.
Hey, wait. Algorithm, I apologize. Algorithm
looking like, oh shit, I heard. Hey,
yeah.
Y'all keep messing around, bro. Y'all keep messing around. And Tiger football, we're gonna take it back from y'all. We're gonna take Tiger football back. It's gonna be live as hell in there. I'm telling you, it's going down. We already got Uncle Lou's in there, man. I'm telling you, y'all keep messing around.
Hey,
lamb chops and seafood boils. I'm telling you, y'all keep messing around, bro. It's gonna be black as hell these games. Y'all keep playing around, bro. This is Memphis. When y'all start bullshitting or something, we will take it up from y'all. Ask Frazier, ask Cordova, ask Whitehaven. We will go back in history. Ask Whitehaven. If y'all keep bullshitting, we will take it from y'all, bro. Ask Hickory Hill. We will take it from y'all. We're not gonna mess around. So y'all keep messing around with the Tigers, act like y'all got something better to do. Germantown Fest and all this kind of crap y'all talking about. Y'all keep playing, bro. We will take Tiger football from y'all. Ask Colorado. Ask Hickory Hill, bro. But man, we're gonna take a break.
They threw Colorado in there.
We're gonna take a break. We come back. White people like, Sain's making a point. What if black people actually start coming to games? We gotta
Ethel, rally the troops.
But no, seriously though, I've been having a great time. Tiger football has been live. That's a good team. Go support the team, man. I'm not, because if y'all make them tickets get a little bit cheaper, I'm telling you, we coming. We coming.
Well,
hold on, you already saw Ja Morant at the game being real niggerish. So I'm telling you, y'all keep
crazy. You're crazy.
Y'all keep messing around.
Parish, I need you to talk to this man. When you get in here, I need you to talk to this man. This man crazy.
Y'all keep messing around, bro. Let Glorilla somebody be at finesse 2 times. Let them start showing up, man. We will take that joint over. Y'all know this. Look at Grizzlies games. We will take it over.
The CEO of Alsac that raises two.
CEO, God damn it, what is Ed Scott? What's his job?
The athletic director.
Hey, that brother. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Y'all better stop playing around, bro. That junk can flip real quick. Goddamn music gonna be rolling on the grave. Goddamn, I smell cold in here.
Oh God. Lord. I to put a bow to this, man. Alsac, Rick Shadyac said it. Their dream, their goal. This is a teaser for the people, right?
It's gonna be on, bro.
This exhibition game is a teaser to see if they can do well for this game this year. They are going to go full force into making it an in-season tournament and bring 8 teams next year
in Memphis, bro. That should be love
in Memphis. That counts towards the season for charity for St. Jude.
I think it's gonna pick up by the time.
And do you know what the deciding factor is going to be, Anthony?
Attendance,
ticket sales.
Dude,
can they sell enough tickets? Will people come? And so, Memphis fans, I'm putting it on you. Yep. If you want this to happen, show up. Show up. That's all you got to do is show up and show out and be who you claim to be. And that's ride or die Memphis Tiger fans. Come and cheer. Right. Support them with your finances, and let's get this thing rolling, man. There's people that want to do it.
Even if the companies in town got to buy tickets and give them away to their employees, we need to pack that joint out. Man, I got to get in that joint, man.
I need to call.
I might break my ticket buying streak to go to this.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna call Kevin Windsor right now and say, Kevin, I need you to buy 175 tickets just for kids, man.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Come on, man.
But yeah, man, we about to go to break. I told Paris, give me 10 minutes. I done took 25 for them, brother. That man, like you ready to get in the bed. We're going to take a break. When we come back, my boy Parish Sharkey is in the building for the sit down with Sain. We're going to talk a few Grizzlies things, a couple of things going on in the world of Grizzly land. We're going to talk about that and more. We'll see you in a minute here on the Anthony Sain Show.
Ja Morant and Zach Edey were videoed in the lab working on pick and rolls, and it got everybody hot and bothered.
Oh man, working on pick and rolls, post entry pass, lobs, follows where Ja was crashing, Edey was coming in behind him, cleaning up. It made me fired up. He just looks so fluid and so smooth next to Ja that they look like a match made in heaven for their skill sets.
It's just nice to see it. because it's all theoretical. You know, everybody's got a hot take when the Grizzlies used the number 9 pick to draft Zach Edey, a 7'5" big man out of Purdue. This should work. This may do this. This may do that. We've just talked ourselves to death about Zach Edey and John Morant. So it was nice, even for a 30-second clip, just to see that they were actually working on it.
Tune in to the Two Buck Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann every Friday at 3 p.m. only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Stuff was hard, man. I was trying to make ends meet. I remember this like it was yesterday, man. It was a Friday night. I came back in from working a long little day of work. I came back to my crib and I had an eviction notice on my door. I just prayed that night and I'm like, God, whatever you want me to be doing, if I'm doing the right thing, if this camera is the right thing, like just let me know. I woke up that next morning, man. I had a text from John like, yo, has anybody signed you? Well, I'm finna sign you. And it was like literally that next morning, man, I dropped my phone. And my mom's house was probably 3 blocks away. I run over to my mom's house. I show her the message. She starts going crazy. She's like, my prayers are working. My prayers are working. And I was just like, Ma, I prayed all last night. I was on a flight to Memphis 2 days later. And it's just like Memphis is definitely love out there, man. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was a little skeptical. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely was a little skeptical at first about the M. But, man, it's definitely been love.
Tune into the No Bluffing Podcast with your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes, every Monday at 12 p.m. only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
My boy Parish Sharkey is in the building. Parish, what's going on, my brother?
What up, man? Y'all hit me tripping in the first segment.
Yeah, man, being real, bro. Y'all keep messing around like these half empty. Because if it's anything like black people, like real talk, bro, we catch on to bandwagons differently than other people do, bro. If the Tigers for show winning,
are we there?
We in there, like for real, like out of nowhere, go be anything live too, super turn. Like that's just how we are, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we are as a people, bro. Like we ride that bandwagon a whole different.
Man, Kenny need to get that cuss button that KG used to have when he was on TNT. Like went off the rails in the first segment after saying it.
Y'all know somebody after the same show, bro. We gonna keep it different, bro. I was at man, it's crazy because like I'll be out in places and people just kind of stare at me for a minute, like, bro, what you looking at, bro? Then they'll walk up like, hey, man, I love your show. Like, oh, man, I appreciate you.
The same people that thought you was like 5'7".
Yeah, bro. I was in Formosa. I was in Formosa last Friday. I go to the restroom. I'm speaking to, a guy looking at me, so I speak to him. Man, bro, man, I love your show, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought you was shot too, big dog. I said, like, all right, bro. Enough of this, bro. Enough of this, man, for real. Well, yeah, man. But for real, y'all know, bro, there's some, now can Greg Gasser say that? Can Greg Gasser, if this Tiger football thing, if they the attendance doesn't pick up, whether you want to or not, the black people are coming. The black people are coming. What a Greg said that, bro.
I can barely hear him saying that too.
I'm telling you, I've seen it before.
I can hear him. I can hear him saying it for real. Shout out to Greg, man. That's my guy.
Greg, my dog, bro.
Oh.
Hey, what?
Oh boy. I can just imagine the radio show in the morning. I'm saying that, bro.
Imagine Mark Giordano talking about that, bro. Can't nobody in the city can do that, bro, but me, bro. Imagine Jonah Dillon or somebody talking about Giordano. Well, the Tiger games, everyone's making excuses for why they're not going, but I'm telling you, if the white people don't come, the black people are coming. They're gonna come. They're gonna take this thing over. Man, I'm telling you, they're gonna take it over. Oh god.
Let him enjoy himself in the Chi-Town now, man.
They're gonna cancel us, bro. Jeff Calkins being there. You know what? I went to the game and you know what I saw there? It was black people. It took over. It was incredible. It was fantastic.
Bro,
yeah, bro, let's move on, bro. Oh god, man, it's been a while. It's good to be back though. But for real though, man, we coming. Y'all keep messing around, not going to these games, all these excuses. Let us remind you where the Liberty Bowl is.
In the dead center of Orange Mound. Dead center of the giant with a big hole in it.
Oh, man. Did you go to the Classic this weekend, bro?
Nah, I ain't make it.
I was out there tailgating with my job, and the attendance looked pretty bad. Speaking of excuses not to go to something, Hurricane Keisha was going on this weekend. Hurricane Keisha came through Southern Heritage Classic. Look, the Michael Cole posted some pictures. I was like, good God. I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I want to call my people and check the numbers, but I'm like, no, I might offend somebody over there.
You know, Memphis don't do rain, man. It's raining outside. We definitely ain't
undoubtedly Tennessee stadiums don't either, or Arkansas Pine Buffians.
Folks said they ain't traveling.
Nah, we think we might melt. They put us in. Because you can't be fresh as hell, and wet.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, them two don't mix. Two don't mix at all. But yeah, man, let's talk about some Grizzlies stuff real quick. That's funny though, man. Black people taking over the Liberty Bowl just would scare so many people.
About to be ready to revolt.
Red gas. I'm here at the sideline. This looks really different here. Like the black people taking over here at the Liberty Bowl. But now, what do you think about this, Jarvis? The ex-Jarvis Greer. What do you think about it? But no, anyway, bro. Oh man. Whew. All right, I'm with you now, bro. All right. Okay, bro. I'm gonna tell you what it's become. What seems like a daily practice, and that is waking up to some ridiculous article, somebody predicting where the Grizzlies is gonna be. It's starting to give me. And I'm a pretty confident dude when it comes down to the Grizzlies, man. Like I will make wild claims about the Grizzlies and will stand on those until because I'm the guy who was saying that when Ja came back, we are making the playoffs, right? I was like, we're going to make the playoffs. We're going to win 6 out of 10 games. We're going to go on a 60% win streak, and we're going to get into the play-in. And I stood on that till the dying, right? These guys feel self-conscious now about the Grizzlies. Like, damn, bro, like, because this is the one that killed me, Mark Stein, who I know knows.
Yeah, I know you was
one of the true OGs. Man had us 12th in the West.
Yep.
And people were on his ass so bad, he came back and said, damn, y'all might be right. I'm probably wrong about this.
Dang,
I never seen that man ever do that. You saw that?
I only heard Jesse and John talk about it. So I kind of stay. I don't read anything, right? I don't look at all the stuff because I already know that it's gonna be a lot of disrespect. Yeah.
But he came back and said, hey, you know what? The community post said that they have the consensus that the Grizzlies is gonna finish top 6. He said, I might be wrong about this. I've never seen that ever. I've never seen somebody make a bold claim and then come back and say, hey, you know what? Y'all probably right. I'm probably tripping about the Grizzlies. but it's insane, bro. I just don't see how anybody can think this team just got 2 all-stars who are 25 years old. One guy who's averaging 25 points a game that's not an all-star. You got a big man that if all he can do is rebound and set screens, he's exactly what Steven Adams was and right. Zach Edey. You got Marcus Smart, former defensive player of the year. Vince Williams, Gigi Jackson, Santi Aldama, the best shooter in the NBA, Luke Kennard. Like, bro, what are we talking about? Like, how do you think that team's like the bottom of the West? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just wild. And then, I'm the main person, man, who will come in here and say, y'all overvaluing Taylor Jenkins, right? Like, y'all really act like this dude is untrainable.
Right here, 17th.
Bro, I almost lost my shit when I saw that. Like, not my Taylor, not my Tay. Like, what are y'all talking about?
I thought that was what
not my coach, TJ. Like, man, like what? Like it's nuts, bro. And I think that we're gonna see soon, very soon, that this Grizzlies team is gonna be good. I think we're gonna see soon, very soon, that Zach Edey is an absolute steal, the perfect fit in the draft. It's just nuts, man. And speaking of that as well, Jaren Jackson Jr. got interviewed by Drew Hill or something. I don't know what that was. Because they did the voting thing today, right? Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because I don't get emails from them no more. So I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I ain't get nothing about that either, but
yeah, they really.
I want
to Grizz, I'm trying to stay on y'all good side, man. Y'all be doing some weird stuff, bro. For real, y'all act weird towards us, bro. But anyway, I saw Drew posted some stuff. I think Michael did too. Interesting things that I pulled from it. I saw Jaren. They asked him about the coaching offense stuff, right? The new offense and all that type of stuff. Look at Kenny knowing I was about to talk about. Look at you, my man. But Jaren was saying some stuff about that. I don't think Jaren's bullshitting. Jaren's been leaking a lot of stuff. Jaren had to talk about Zach Edey shooting threes. Zach Edey can run up and down the court. He said the offense, I ain't gonna say nothing about it, but just get ready for. I think this is gonna be clean too. What are your thoughts, man? What do you think about the stuff that Jaren's out here saying?
I mean, can't wait. I mean, ain't really much. Ain't really much to really say about it. We know we got that new offensive coach from overseas. That he looks promising, right? So he's saying, hey, he can't wait till we see it. Hey, we can't wait till we see it either. So it just kind of wait and see approach. But going back to your original, that first conversation we had, what we was talking about with the rankings and how everybody got ranked. I knew it was gonna happen. I also don't care, but I do like it because Ja Morant, the Grizzlies, they thrive on it.
They balling. They over there like,
right.
Man, we about to.
They thrive on it.
Shit on y'all, dude. Like we about to go crazy. They about to go crazy. Ja gonna go out there just going nuts.
But my thing is, when they finally get back to that point where we're back in the top, I need them to be better when they are at that. When they are projected to be there again, I need them to handle that better. They are great as the underdog, but when they're the favorite, after we're fine in the West, they struggle with that. I'm hoping the maturity, once they get back to that point, they are favored again, that they can handle it. But they are older now, so I'm assuming they will be able to handle it once they get back to that point.
And that's all this stuff is coming up on 3 years ago too. When you think about it,
exactly,
which is crazy. And it's also nuts because COVID sped up everything, right? Like Jaren, Ja, and Bane are all 25 years old. Like those dudes were like kids a few years ago. Seemed like I remember. And I'm asking this question. I'm asking you a Jeff Calkins style question to kind of set this up. Zach Randolph is probably the most beloved Grizzly of all time. Like as far as like where just the essence of who he was, his aura was bigger than outweighed even who he was as a player. And I think Tony had a lot of that too. But I think the total combination of Zach's ability on the court plus just we love Zach. Made him just. I think that's what makes you beloved. You know what I mean? And I think he had the biggest combination to make him beloved. Is Jaren gonna be that guy for Grizz next year? He's setting up to be that guy? Seems like where Josh obviously the best player. Desmond Bain is probably gonna be like the workhorse, like vocal leader of this team going forward. But it just seems like Jaren is because Jaren's doing stuff because Jaren's been on this Go Vote campaign since he was 19 years old.
Yeah, since he got in here.
Right. He speaks on the social stuff. He's getting into that, not deep, but he's getting into it.
He's a vice president or he's on
the Players Association. Like Jaren might end up being like, and this is still very young age Jaren Jackson Jr. I could see by the time Jaren is, in his 30s or whatever, I ain't saying he's gonna be like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Bill Russell, nobody. But I could see him being a guy that's a big advocate for just stuff that ain't got nothing to do with basketball and not rapping. You know what I mean? Like he just has all the pieces to like what he's set up to be like that, beloved guy and for this franchise. He's my favorite Grizzlies, and one of the reasons why he's one of my favorites is like I go back to who was there when I started. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And of course, I covered the Grizzlies for years before Jaren got here, but he was the first baby in the locker room, bro.
He was.
He was the first baby we had in the locker room. Like we had dudes that were young players, but they were just dudes. Like he was the first baby. Like okay, we got to nurture this kid. He could be a franchise player going forward, and that just means something to me. Like watching him be the kid in the locker room with Mark and
Mike
and Mike. You know what I mean? And as a kid. And it was such a culture shock to see a child in the locker room. The same locker room that had the Marc Gasols, the Mike Conleys, Matt Barnes. He came through here. Trying to think of some other older guys. Vince Carter came through here. All these guys like that. But then you got a literal child back here. It's Jaren Jackson Jr. Like that kind of weighs with him for sure. Also in the Grizzlies stuff, them jerseys leaking, man. They leaking, man. We're getting more and more signs. Shout out to the guy on Twitter. I can't remember his name. They're the Grizzly jerseys, the uniforms are out. The throwback joints, the white Vancouvers, that pretty much feels official. We know that is what it is. That shit is going to go crazy with these right here. I just happen to have them sitting on the floor. Right here with them jerseys, you're gonna see everybody.
They match perfectly too.
Yep. I'm talking about these joints right here with that white joint gonna go crazy. And that Sounds jersey, I don't care what nobody say. That mug is gorgeous, bro. Shout out to my man Memphis X. I was in a group chat with him. He's a YouTuber as well. I talk hoops is his YouTube name. I think it's his YouTube name. But he was like, man, that Sounds joint with the baby blue accessory.
Yep.
That mug will go nasty, bro. Hey, that Memphis Sound jersey, when you see it with the number on there and like the full render, not with the computer mock-up, like the actual stitch jersey.
We actually see it, yeah.
That mug, I'm telling you, bro, that mug is gonna look good, bro. I got sight beyond sight on that joint. Like that Sound joint is gonna be clean. I want to see what the gear look like, the t-shirts, because I ain't no jersey guy, but with that throwback joint, I will have had these on with me a tee with the throwback joint. But yeah, what you think about the two jerseys we've seen? Those are 99.9% what they look like.
I'm pretty sure they're definitely red when the city, I guess the city edition. I guess I saw somebody released all the teams, so that one probably is. That one definitely is because that was all the teams. That white one, that giant. I hope that was
real
nice.
Quick. But buy or sell, John Morant could be top 5 jersey this year.
Oh, easily. I mean, he was still top 10 last year, one or something like that.
With an ugly city uniform.
Yeah, and not playing.
Y'all know that's why they do that. They doing these city uniforms and stuff just so people will buy the star player jersey over and over again.
Because the two jerseys I have a Desmond Bain and John Morant. I have Desmond Bain, that black one. Not from was it last season or season before last? Yeah. And I got the John Morant, the one when they beat Golden State in the playoffs. Well, not when they beat Golden State, but when they played Golden State in the playoffs that season.
All right, do you subscribe to this, man? That like certain players look good with a certain jersey. Like if you're buying it for yourself. Like I've seen a lot of people say, I got that Desmond Bain 22 with that joint you got over your shoulder. And like I'm hearing people say, oh man, I got to get that Zach Edey in the Sounds joint. I think that'll be tight.
See, I only got it because I didn't want to get the same player jersey twice. So that's the reason I got Bain, right? So it was so I never really thought of it that way. It was more like, okay, I got a Ja Morant jersey, so I'm gonna get this one Desmond Bain. Yeah. This year, if I want another jersey, I'm gonna get a Jaren Jackson or GG Jackson.
That white Vancouver got to be Ja. That 12 Morant on that white Vancouver. I gotta go with that. If you gonna, nice. Freaking Gabe, man. Every freaking year, I'm buying whatever the city.
Wreck your pockets.
Sick of this little dude, man. I got the most entitled little kid in the world, bro. Good God, man. This man think he's supposed to get everything. He be like, Dad, I hate they don't let us come to practice no more. Like who the world says that, man? What kid walks around somebody he hates it, he can't go?
He got a chance to go to practice. Oh yeah,
man, them Johns gonna be clean. That's not a good representation of what I can see what that John gonna look like when it's gonna be in
person, bro.
Man, that John gonna look so good, bro. On the court, boys in red jerseys on, man, that man's gonna look good, bro.
With that little 50 symbol at the bottom. Yeah, that's right.
You seen the G. We seen the little G, right? The little G logo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When that John drop on the shorts, oh, come on, bro.
It's over.
That John gonna look good, man. That John gonna look good for real, though. But yeah, Ja gonna be top 5 with the jersey sale, bro. Because there's gonna be some people gonna buy both of them. They're gonna buy the Ja it and the Ja.
Then he got the Ja 2s dropping. He's gonna be playing this year.
Man, Ja shit finna go crazy this year. But yeah, I'm with all of it, man. I'm with all of it for sure. Trying to think of what else going on in this Grizzly verse, man. Something else happened, man. I can't think of it though.
I'm trying to think of which player.
Oh, shout out to my boy, what's his name? He had Scottie Pippen Jr. on the show. I ain't checked that John out though.
Who?
Fast break.
Okay.
Chris and Grind. He had Scottie Pippen Jr. on that jump. Shout out to him. Y'all go check that out. Go check out my boy Keith Parish, man. That man been tripping this offseason too. That man been going off. Like, bro, you don't get your ass off. So, man, that man said, well, where can I get that? I think Huey's or somebody posted the it was like a screenshot of some restaurant that had like Kyle Anderson, Melton, and Dylan Brooks. He's like, where can I get this? Man,
yeah, man. He just got to become a Golden State fan.
Yeah, go on be a Warrior fan, man. Go on root for them folks.
John right back in.
John going top 5.
You're right. That got to be Ja only.
It got to be 12. You can't get nobody but Ja on that John.
You can't get no other jersey on though. Man,
Gigi might look all right on that too, though. What's Gigi number? 45? Yeah, 45 might be out on that jump.
I didn't see it.
But Zach Edey, people are saying they want Zach Edey on their red because China,
What
China wears a red jersey, and
what
Spain
number is
wears
he?
a red jersey. So people saying Sante might look good on that
Sante. That
sound
makes
jump.
sense.
But yeah, man. But it's all good. Grizzlies. Do we got another? Oh, I won't talk to you again before what's the name? Will I?
Well, media day.
Yeah, when is it? No, that's the end of the month. So now we got.
Yeah, no, I'll be on because I'll be producing it next week. So yeah,
Yeah, you'll be.
on both shows.
You're right. Yeah. So media day is what, the 20th?
The
30th?
30 of the 30th.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of that
Last
to talk
Monday.
about. Man, I cannot wait, bro, because Ja gonna be dropping gems on y'all, man.
I just hate, man. I had my question all summer ready to ask Gigi, and he ain't gonna be available because he.
Hey, man, they ain't gonna let that man say nothing, man.
Oh man, I had
Oh,
questions
my nerves, bro.
about his free throws. I'm gonna have that question when he returned for injury too.
Man, these folks, man. Hey, bro, these folks. Anyway, but yeah, bro. Like, I'm looking forward to that media day coming up very soon. Yeah, y'all know what happened last time they let me in media day.
Oh yeah, the point guard. Bro, I said that. So he was on Monday Night Countdown before the Monday Night Football game, right?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
They reference that joint, bro. They said something about that joint. Quit lying.
No, they did. But my guys, 3 the Hardaway was recording live, and they was talking about Jalen Brunson. I was like, oh, you talking about that point guard from New York? He was just on the TV.
Hey, bro, I got a bad memory, bro. Sometimes I do be forgetting dude's name, bro. Like, it ain't like personal. I got, like, you know what I'm saying? I be forgetting the folks' name like that. My brain just kind of that short-term memory, man. Long-term memory be tripping sometimes. But yeah, I ain't gonna cut up this year, man. I'm gonna come in and be super like button up, bro. You know, come in jump, button up on y'all.
I got a couple new blazers. Man, I'm getting a tailor right now. I'm gonna have to come up, step you up a little bit. Just hoodies.
How's your summer, buddy? Man, these folks, man, get your ass. Hey, man, y'all some hating ass dudes in the city of Memphis, too, bro. I ain't gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, the run tell that shit y'all be on, bro, for real. I saw Sain on Twitter saying he's not a media member. My question is, well, why is he here? Anybody told me that one?
Well, you had folks pressed on that joint.
The
contract tattoos, bro.
Say what now?
The contract tattoos, Kenny.
Man, these folks.
Everybody got a Drew head.
For real. Folks hate on me, bro, for real. Like going to folks on some real, you know what I'm saying? Man, bro, hold on, bro. Y'all got me pissed off now, bro. Me drink this last little swig of this right here.
Man, got the Red Bull. He turned up now.
I don't need access to none of that stuff to really do me, bro. Like, for real. Like, I enjoy going to the games. I enjoy going to the press conference. Don't ever think, bro, you can shut me down by. And I'm not saying this to the Grizzlies because I've had conversations with the Grizzlies since then. We sat down. Much respect to the Grizzlies PR people. We sit down. They fool with me. We've had several conversations. But y'all hating at media members, bro. You can't like get me out of this, bro, because this is a new day. Y'all just go do what your boss tell y'all to do, and we over here do what we want to do because we're independent. We can talk about what we want to talk about. Like, shout out to my boy Kenny. Kenny, bring your ass on the screen, man. Let me give your ass a flower real quick, man. Man, I appreciate you for being a real one, my guy. For real, you really be thinking like, you know what I'm saying? I'm snitching to the Grizzlies. Why is this guy here? I ain't got that, bro. I'm still on y'all ass.
Hey,
real talk. Anyway,
it's a new day, man.
It's a new day, bro. Go do what your boss will tell you to do, man. Go get that story done by 10 o'clock. God damn it. Edit that mug so the people in the morning and get a whole new story. You crumbs. Do your job, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something else too, man. Folks who like it killed me when folks to the Jared is Subway looking dude, man. They tried to come at me on Twitter when I said that your boy Mike Norvell was a crump. Looking like Jared on Subway singing in church like a pedophile. Get your freaky ass about my goddamn Twitter, man. But anyway, bro, what I about to say, people like to throw out this thing, he's a pretend journalist. Bro, I don't care about none of that stuff y'all be saying, bro. Like, for real. If y'all think that stuff bothers me, it does not, bro. Because I called Kenny stressed out today. And it wasn't about no goddamn this stuff. It's about my damn day job. It's about all the other stuff I got going on. Like, bro, I had a conversation with somebody else today, too. I was like, the Anthony Sain showed me and the, tribal chief of Grizz Twitter me, all that type of stuff. That's a very small piece of my life. Like, I got a lot going on, bro. You know what I mean? And people like to throw out this, fake that. Ain't nothing fake about this right here, bro. Like, if people rock with you, it's real. And I'm not trying to be Drew Hill. I'm not trying to be the Michael Cole. I'm not trying to be none of these dudes, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in my own lane, and I got people that rock with me and they love me, and I see them out in public and they tell me they enjoy the show. That's all I really care about, bro. I don't care about none of the stuff y'all talking about, bro. I got big dreams and ambitions. So throwing the fake stuff, and especially when you follow me, bro, that's you really sound crazy if you follow me on Twitter, but you calling me fake this and fake that, because I don't follow your ass. So make some of that make sense, bro. But yeah, y'all be blessed though, man. We about to take a break. But Kenny, I appreciate you, brother, for letting us come here and do our thing.
Hey, man,
Kenny, I also know this too, and this is something Kenny won't be offended by this. If Kenny and the good people of Bluff City Media decide to say Bluff City Media is done, give me a couple weeks, I'll be right back doing this. I'm gonna take me a break because I'm tired, but I'll be right back doing this. You'll see the Edge of the Sain show right back independent, doing like what I've been doing. That's the reason why I'm part of Bluff City Media, because you know what I mean, we do things different over here for sure. But man, we about to take a break, man. When we come back, the 3-pointer, man, we're gonna talk about some stuff going on in the world of sports, man, with my boy Kenny Stubblefield and my man Parish Sharkey. We'll see y'all in a minute.
I think Jabari Smith Jr. and I don't want this to be true, but I almost feel maybe Tobias Harris, yo.
What's wrong with Tobias Harris? We've had this discussion. All the guy does is give you a double-double, 20 and 10.
Bro.
That's it. That's it. Every night.
Who?
Tobias Harris.
Stop that. Tobias Harris gives you a double-double 8 times a year. Stop that.
What?
He gives you this
times a year.
Listen, I'm a fan. And this is what I'm saying, because I continue to be like, he's a dude he's a tease. It's a tease. It's like, God, dog, he's sexy. But it just won't work. Like he should be, but it's there, but it's just, when the games, it's just consistently, I don't know if it's you need more people to believe in it, something, but I don't want, and also just to get lost in the rest in that Houston team.
Tune in to the Night Court podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
I've said it. I just think you need to ask more questions before jumping in there. Who's coming with me? What's my TV money payout? Is it going to offset my travel costs?
Yep.
But I think the biggest issue you have, right? And I think all of us will agree on this. If you can get out of the AAC, you do it by any means necessary.
Yeah. You're 100% right. Get out. And have you seen like these lame duck responses, or people are like, if Memphis sells out and goes into the Pac-12, then I'm done. And it's like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about?
I've seen
do you want the athletic department to just keep operating at a deficit in a shitty ass conference?
Right. And the reasons that I keep saying is, well, it's all these West Coast teams. Are we really going to go to the West Coast every week? And it's like, if that's what they have to do, 100%.
Tune into On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Yeah, bro. I'm simply looking at these city uniforms. Some of these jumps hard though, bro.
Oh, that's Toronto Raptors joint.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro.
The Phoenix jump hard.
The Phoenix ones are, yep.
Look at Oklahoma City not having a trash jersey. Look at y'all. The Kings jump hard.
They done stepped it up.
The Knicks just sit these out, Knicks. Y'all come with these same little booty jersey, bro, every year. Anyway, hey, you know you old and blind. You got to take your glasses off to see. God damn. But no, yeah, bro.
Anthony gets on there and he's like this.
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all something else I'm too old for, too. We're going to talk about that inside the same brand for sure. But yeah, the 3-pointer, man, when we talk about 3 things on a brother's mind, it's crazy because I said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do the show. This is going to be the shortest one ever. This bug's on pace to be the longest.
So we almost an hour in.
Yeah, like, damn, this boy about an hour in. But yeah, man. 3-pointer. We talk about 3 things on a brother's mind. I had some stuff. Pull them up, kid. I can't remember. Whatever order you give to me in. There it is. You got that clip, bro?
I don't have the clip, no,
right,
but
okay.
I can tell you what he said. If you want
Yeah,
me to do
okay.
that.
Coach Prime, I do call the brother by the name that he asked us to call him by. Coach Prime had a conversation with the media, and he basically says some things that just made me think, Kenny Summerfield.
Yeah.
He said that at one time, you guys, meaning the media, you didn't criticize college players, and you said the reason why is because they're amateur. And it seems like you guys are really going hard on these amateur athletes, these college athletes now. And it might be because they're making more money than you. I was like, oh crap, I didn't think about that, and it just made me think for a minute, man. And I just want to have that conversation today and ask the question. Like, everybody gets excited about the NIL, right? But has the NIL money changed the way that the media covers college athletes simply because they're not amateur anymore? Because they did have that, we did throw that blanket of protection. I'm like, oh, go easy, man. That's a good kid and all these type of things. These dudes going to check now. They're pros. You know what I mean? So in most cases, they're pros. And as this thing continues on, they're truly going to be pros, like on a contract where they're getting paid strictly from the school and not through NIL money. There's going to be strictly a check coming from the school. I think that's going to happen soon. So do you think it's changed the way the media covers these guys?
I have a theory, if I can share it for just 1 second.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you guys ever deal with this. I'm going to be transparent for 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I think that part of it is that there are so many media members now that there is a level of trying to figure out how to stand out from the rest, right? As media people. And a lot of times the way that works for people who don't have like original thoughts or original takes on things is just to like go after people and think on the negative stuff a lot. And so I think absolutely NIL has played a role in just kind of changing the way that these players are viewed in the minds of people. But I'd also say part of that is kind of run parallel to more media, a desire to stand out in that media pool, you know, like trying to figure out how to stand out and have an original take that might not be original. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And you know who's really making me think about this? It's not Shedeur Sanders. It's not any of these. It's not because that's who Prime's talking about. It's the DJU kid at Florida State is what makes me think about this, because every conversation that's had about him is not just that he's not a good player, but people also come in and say, and Florida State probably overpaid for him because of when they got him in the process, right?
They might hit that. What's that gas station commercial? That Circle B, the one you go and get the little drink.
Well, that's
like 69 cents.
That's Circle K.
That's Circle B. Circle K. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, I knew it's Circle. I know. I like Circle something. I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, no, the conversation around DJU is Norvell made a mistake with his NIL money.
Right, exactly.
Because he got paid $500,000.
That's why he's still starting.
When the guy that they were going after, Cam Ward, wanted $2 million, and Norvell said, "No, I'm going to not pay $2 million for a quarterback. I'm going to pay $500,000 for a quarterback." And now look at what's happened. And so adds
a whole other wrinkle to the conversation.
The talk about it is Norvell mismanaged his NIL funds.
That's
different. That is different.
The whole thing is crazy.
That's where Norvell the fraud did. There you go.
But are these guys still amateur?
No.
Nah. You pay like that when you determine.
All right, so do we say, okay, Seth Hennigan deserves the criticism, but not Kobe Drake? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so like, what do you? You know what I mean? Like, if because there's a kid named Busey or something like that on the team. There's a receiver, right? Bussy or somebody, right? Yeah. Like, does that kid? Do we criticize him the same way we criticize Rock Taylor, who's probably making $75K or $100K? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, where do we draw the line?
I would say
the difference technically are still amateur. They're not making life-changing money.
But I would say the difference in that is, I think
some of these dudes playing for college football 25 and that's it.
But I think it's more like a star player. Quarterback is gonna always get criticism no matter what the hell you get paid. Now, like a Rock Taylor, he's like a top target, one of the best players on the team. So I just think in general, that's probably what is difference is, where the money probably don't matter as much. If you're that level of player, you're gonna get more scrutiny than a lower level player.
Strange. It's just I just think it's an interesting conversation that we literally are. But that's the thing too, man. Because when they wasn't getting paid, they were supposed to have been getting paid. You know what I mean? Like these dudes. Reggie Bush was the biggest star in sports.
Just not getting the ass effect, man.
You know what I mean? Like I couldn't make it down.
I am one of the things that I think is just so unique to this day and age is that there seems to be such an aversion and like inability to handle criticism.
Yeah.
Like that's the part of it to me that is a little bit that has been one of the biggest changes for me is taking criticism of play on the field and turning it into an indictment on a person, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's where
people, like you said, man, are still super weird about it, though, Ken.
I mean, I agree with you. There's some of the I think some of the and I'll specifically bring Prime back into the conversation because he's the one that brought this conversation.
Man, you gonna go easy on what the GOAT Coach Prime do. 2-on-1, by the way, too.
No, I mean, I feel you, man. But I just think I think the narrative, I think some of the things, because I've done more research since the last time we had this conversation, and I was like, man, what is he talking about?
I did some research too. Like Coach Sanders looks like Papa Smurf. He looks ridiculous with his gray beard. It looks utterly ridiculous with that gray beard. Anyway, go ahead.
He really does, man. Like his whole energy right now is just weird.
Way different.
It's
a difference.
I get so annoyed. Like I got so annoyed by that Colorado State game because like, dog, y'all suck and y'all beat Colorado. Y'all beat a Colorado State team. Congratulations. And then acted like it was inevitable and that any critique, like it just felt weird to me. The whole thing felt weird. And this is where I would like push back on Prime and be like, man, I get like you want to be a player's coach and you want players to feel like you got their back. But part of having their back is not taking offense for them and putting everything on like all the time in press conferences. Like, how dare you talk about this kid, man? Tell that like, hey kid, you are front and center, stage right. Like you are the dude. You want to play this game for a living. You want to make a lot of money doing this. You're going to have to get used to critique. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I get annoyed by like, I get the critique is weird in a lot of ways, but at the same time, I'm like, Prime, man, help them get through it without like turning that into the storyline in your press conferences and like making it almost felt like to me that the response of Colorado after the Colorado State game was a manifestation of things that Prime had said in practice that I'm like getting them prepared for it. Like they came in with a chip on their shoulder that was just unnecessary. Just go freaking win a game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen any of the discourse after the game other than what I saw today.
Yeah.
I heard there's a lot of weird stuff that came out of there though between him and Colorado State.
Yes. Well, they had issues last year. It's Jay Norvell is the head coach at Colorado State. And
better coach Jay Norvell or Mike Norvell.
Mike Norvell.
Stop it.
All right, let me ask you this. Is
gun to your head. Tell me,
is Mike Norvell a fraud?
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
Gun to your head. You knew Jay Norvell was a black man before.
No, we didn't until the game last year.
We're like, oh.
I thought Mike Norvell had a brother or something.
My gut, but I found out that was a black dude. I was like, wait, that dude's black? Oh, shit.
But this year was the players. Colorado State players were talking trash, which led to Shadur not wanting to shake Colorado Gordon.
I don't even think Shador's response on the field was bad. It wasn't bad.
Here's the thing.
That was trash.
As a man who was a fan of the University of Memphis Tigers when John Calipari was here.
Right.
Coach Prime is marketing himself and his program. And this is the same John Calipari who would create the weirdest enemies and do all these things about just create all these weird agendas, all while just being a jackass towards the team in real life. And like of course I'm defending Prime. That's my guy. He's using some very unorthodox methods to to make a mid-ass team because they're not good at all.
No.
They've got two of the best players in college football.
Right.
But
Yes. That's it.
Yes.
It's a significant drop off.
I'm gonna ask this question to y'all. When has he? I understand why Coach Prime ticks people off because if I didn't love Coach Prime, I would be like, all right, get this motherfucker on TV. You know what I mean? Like, get this Papa Smurf looking dude off TV, right? I get why people don't like him. But when has he said anything about, I'm about to come in and take over college football? Like, when does that happen? When did he say that? Like, when people say he needs to be humble,
I don't think he ever said that.
When does he need to be humble?
I don't ever said that.
All I really heard him do is like big up his kids and like big up the players and like that type of stuff.
I would what has changed for me in terms of like how I view Coach Prime is, number one, you're never gonna tell that dude, like, he knows more about football than anybody. I mean, he's a brilliant football mind. So like, I'm not taking that away from him at all.
I'm not really sure he's a brilliant football man.
I think he is. I think
he's one of the greatest players of all time. That don't mean he's able to create players as a coach. I don't think that's synonymous at all.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think we got to give him more than 2 years at Colorado to figure that out, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, oh, this is a make or break year. How?
No.
And players matter. Like you said,
players
he got two at the top. He got two at the top, and after that, it's a significant drop off.
Them dudes, it is so weird watching them dudes play, bro. Because they play like a video game. Like they play like you play a video game.
They play
like it don't even look like college. It don't even look like football at all. What them two dudes be out there doing? Like, bro, look at these dudes, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
It's the same. My issue is as a coach, I feel like you are meant to be a buffer for your players to like take the heat away from the people that are in your locker room. And in a lot of ways, I get frustrated with it. Feels like he stokes that unneeded drama for his players more so than deflect it. And I think that is a part of being a leader. That's a part of being a coach. That's a part of being a leader of young men, is protecting them from unnecessary shit.
Right.
And I feel like in a lot of ways, his own, like him trying to prove himself and trying to be big dog all the time creates that for his players to where they feel like they have to match that same energy. And that to me is like, that never is going to end well, ever. It's never going to end well. Does that make sense?
He does kind of write checks for those boys to go. It's kind of like when LeVar Ball was saying all that shit about Lonzo and them. Like he's writing checks for those players.
It was more so LiAngelo. He was talking about LiAngelo being the best of them all. And I'm like, bro, Lonzo.
He always was saying that Melo was gonna be the best one. I can't get with you on that one.
I always heard him talk about LiAngelo. Like when LiAngelo was trying to get into the league, he was
the oldest. He was
he was the oldest here.
I'm gonna say this, man, and we're gonna move away from this whole thing about my guy Coach Prime. But just like I said about Penny Hardaway, you can't expect these larger than life. Coach Prime was the biggest name in football when he played, and he played cornerback. And
he was the biggest name in sports, man.
He was the biggest star in the NFL, bro. Biggest ever. Yeah. You can't expect that guy to fit into a square peg of what college football is. College football will have to adjust to him. Same thing with Penny Hardaway. You can't expect him to fit in and be I don't know, Mike Davis. Like he's not, you know what I mean? He's a totally different breed of dude. We can't expect Penny and Coach Prime to go by this, spreadsheet of what we think a college coach is supposed to be. They're unicorns, man. They're anomalies. Those guys are not supposed to be doing that at all.
Man, you kind of hit on something, and Parish, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. You kind of hit on something that triggered something in my brain. I feel like I agree with you on that now, like more so than I agreed with you the last time we had this conversation, because it's that larger than life personality in Penny Hardaway that brings a St. Jude and a UNC and a South Carolina to the equation, right? You get those kinds of opportunities because of Penny Hardaway. Rick Shadyac said it in the interview.
Do you think they care about what Memphis' record is? How many tournament wins they've had in the last few years? No.
Rick Shadyac literally pointed at Penny and said, this would not have happened unless this guy was here, right? Yep. And unless this guy was here. this would not happen under Tubby Smith. This would not have happened under Josh Pastner.
It wouldn't happen.
Not have,
These little rinky-dink coaches y'all want to bring in here to replace Penny with these. It just wouldn't happen.
And so to reap the rewards of that,
I don't think John Staley wants to be in a press conference with with whoever y'all be talking about. We can fire Penny and hire whoever the hell y'all be talking about.
but so there is a part of kind of accepting the good with the bad, if you will, right? Like you get the good of being on a nationally relevant stage of bringing in teams like North Carolina, bringing in teams like South Carolina to your city, to your program, puts them on that stage. And then at the same time, you might have to experience some of the growing pains of this guy's not your normal coach.
Right.
Like he's not going to be your normal coach.
He won't be.
Yeah.
But you have to put people around him to help him be the best version of himself. Like in the case of a Coach Prime, in the case of a Penny Hardaway. Because Prime is gonna need some intervention in a minute because my boy be out there wild. but because man, who wants a normal coach, man? I love stories in August about a couple dozen pair of limited edition Penny Hardaway shoes on the loose.
Right.
That type of stuff. You don't get that with I don't know who y'all wanted to be the coach. I don't know. Name one of these.
It don't even matter.
It don't even matter, man, because you got 1 cent. But I about to take a break. We got 2 more.
We got 2 more. All right, let's get to it. Let's do these quick.
Come on, man.
Tua Tagovailoa actually, or however you say his name. Am I saying it right?
Tagovailoa.
Thank you. Obviously had another concussion.
Bloodline, baby. Bloodline boys. One of them.
They call it fencing, I think, in the medical world where his fingers. Anyway, the whole narrative afterwards was everybody giving their opinion about whether or not he should retire or not. There seemed to be that initial response of like people saying he should, he shouldn't, he should, he shouldn't. And then it kind of like leveled out and people were like, stop it. Like y'all need to stop doing this. Is that what is fair? Is that should talking heads like which literally we have 3 talking heads right here.
No, I guess I just know that's a no.
So I mean, maybe we should just cancel this entire entire portion of this. But is it when it comes to like somebody that's in their prime and having an issue like with the concussion and that could potentially have long-term damaging effects on them? Should we lay off that or press in?
That's something that man got to figure out.
Yeah,
and the thing is, man, hold on, Perry. The thing is, man. I don't know what that brother came from. I know who he is. I don't know nothing about his background. I don't know how many mouths he got to feed. And to some people, man, look, if I had to die for my family for them to have generational wealth, I'm going to die for my family so they have generational wealth. I know people who get, what's the difference between that and getting these huge life insurance policies where it's like, man, if I die, I know my people are going to be straight. It might be that man mentality, man. If I die out here doing this, if it set it up where my family can live in wealth and my family can never be in poverty again, generations before and after me, I'll take that risk. And that's what he wanted to do. That's that man's decision. I think it's sad to see how that brother's been getting hurt, but I don't really know how to answer the question you got at the bottom because we are talking heads.
I mean, we are talking heads and we're talking about it.
But,
so
yeah. But I'm out of that, man. That's that man's decision. He got to make that decision. I can't make it for him. And he clearly seems like he's coming back. So what can I say?
Right.
Who am I? Go ahead, Perry.
Yeah, my whole thinking, and this is a good question. I think this is what the talking heads should have this type of conversation, not definitively how they saying, oh, he should retire this or, yada, yada. It's like,
you don't know what that brother's situation is.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's on him as a man. And put yourself in his shoes. If I was in his position, would I be thinking about retiring? I'm 26 years old, just signed a $200 million contract. Probably not.
And if I quit, that money ain't guaranteed. Money gone, right?
Right, it's gone. Right.
I think a portion of it is guaranteed. I think a portion of it is guaranteed, but
I think he's already got the guarantee. I think 50 million or something of it. 52 was guaranteed if he were to retire or something. I think he already got it, or 48 million of it, something like that. But it's just like it was very tiring because I understood because I think it was 2 seasons ago he had 3 concussions. He had 2 confirmed concussions, and we feel like he had a third one where they disguised as a back end in the same season. And
is there something about his makeup where he's getting these, or he just always just freak accidents he's getting?
I think it's freak accidents because his head just hit the ground really hard, right? But what happened this year, and I figured he's gonna get concussion. When you have that many concussions already, you're probably, if you get hit like he got hit, which ironically he got hit by DeMar Hamlin, the guy who almost died on the football field.
Yeah, the conspiracies in the script writers are just like, oh shit.
Right. But yeah, it's just one of the things. I knew as soon as he got here, I was like, I know he got a concussion, and boom. I was like,
damn.
I already knew because it just like, because I remember 2 years ago, and it was on a Thursday night football game.
Mm-hmm.
You playing a Thursday night game after playing Sunday.
Yeah. And that's crazy because, man, like, you know, Gabe plays football now, and I think about that type of stuff. And I know linemen typically don't get hurt like that, and they have long careers. I know they tear up I think it's their Achilles and ankles and stuff.
Knees and stuff are all
like that. But as far as like the head injuries and stuff, I think, you know, I don't think he'll have to deal with too much of that. But like I said, that's something that him and his family have to make that decision, man. And like I said, I don't know much about that brother, but you know, I just wish he could play again and never get this injury again. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and I'm hoping if he does come back, he doesn't have those injuries. Number 3, big news going around. People falling out, man. The debates are raging right now, man. Over my Twitter going crazy, the airways going crazy, the debate shows going crazy. Should the University of Memphis go to the Pac 2.5, whatever, 2.5, 3.25, whatever it is?
It's 6 now, so the Pac 6.
Right. Here's my thing.
I think it's 6 and they got to get to 8 is what they need to do.
Why don't they just rename all the conferences? Why don't they just just come up with a dope ass name?
I was thinking that because you call it something the Big 12 with 16 teams. You got the Big 10 with 16 teams.
Y'all see something. Everybody just get together. Y'all got 30 days to just
that's coming because there's going to be 2 conferences soon. Like there's going to be 2 major
first conference and the y'all conference.
And then everybody else. Right.
Because why? Because ain't nothing Pacific about this. Right. Because we got Memphis. We ain't by no damn Pacific Ocean, bro.
What they're saying basically is that the Pac-12 or Pac-8 or whatever you want to call them, the original Pac-12 is wanting to put together kind of an Eastern division for their conference that has Memphis. They're talking to Tulane, Boise State, South Florida, potentially.
That's a cool little conference, football and basketball, though.
Yes.
I agree. And something came out tonight that's interesting is a guy named Ross Dellinger, who's been kind of on the front lines of all this. He's the guy that caused a bunch of fights on local radio here in Memphis this week. But his commentary, he came out and said that because a lot of Memphis fans are saying, listen, the Pac-12, it's all well and good. It's better than the AAC that they're in right now. But there's also that opportunity for the ACC when they figure out the Florida State Clemson lawsuit. Potentially, like ACC is going to need to bring some people in, and that's a much better situation, like money wise, because we're talking about television rights. That's all this is about.
Why they act like we can't go from one to another? Like why we can't lead this Pac-12?
Yeah, because it's never been done, Anthony. It's never been done.
What you mean?
Never been done like that.
You don't. Colorado just do that?
You don't leave. Well, they went back and forth. Like they went Big 12 to was it? They went Pac-12, then back to the Big 12.
Yeah.
But they did it. There's time periods in between it. Like they're thinking like ACC situation is going to be dealt with soon. What Ross Dellinger tweeted out tonight is that the ACC is now pitching out to all their university presidents. Hey man, we figured out a way to keep Florida State and Clemson in the ACC, stabilize what's going on, which means Memphis is out of that conversation. Then
they're
not going to add.
We going to this Pac. The Pac.
Go to the Pac. Oh, it's pretty easy to me.
We going to the Pac Sun, bro. And just the name of the store, Pac Sun.
Pac Sun.
That little.
I got. Oh man, but I'm not Michael Jackson.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, Pac Sun.
Oh man.
Hey, bro.
I love it though. Hey,
let's go, bro.
Let's go, Ed Scott.
Let's go, Ed Scott. I know what I'm talking
about. Please, you tell me we get to 500,000. You tell me we get to play Boise State, UNLV potentially. You to Washington State, Oregon, bro. That's better than playing Rice in North Texas.
Never lied, bro.
And Charlotte.
Playing a bunch of side dishes.
Yeah. This is how bad the AAC is. Gabe said it yesterday in the show, on the Bluff show. He said the AAC's response to these potential teams, like all this news was, hey, you know who we should go target? Let's go target Air Force.
Right. Hey, you know who we really love? Memphis. You know what? Why don't we put the basketball tournament back in Memphis?
Like,
Yeah.
No, y'all never. The folks never cared about Memphisburg.
This man said you saw it all over. They sent out the AAC conference sent out
for 8 years.
They sent out an email last night and said, and it was in bold, like uppercase letters. Tim Pernetti is coming to Memphis, and this is a pre-planned event that was made long time ago. This is not in response. I'm like, bro, get out of here, man. Stop it, man. Like this man.
We gone, bro. I think we gone. I think that Pac-12 thing happening. And I think even with that, man, like you said, it gets. I'd rather be in a bigger conference. Yes. So if something else happens, they can come get us about that too. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sign me up for all that, bro.
Because if they're going down to those. Go ahead, Parish. Sorry.
I think it's depending on too. Basically, Memphis and Tulane gonna be in cahoots together. They're a package deal.
Which how dope is that? Real Myers, stand up, baby. Like New Orleans, man. Let's go.
So they can happen.
I love it.
Hey, but we used to always try to attach ourselves to the Cincinnatis, the Louisvilles of the world. Us as old Tulane.
Tulane stepped their game up.
Hey, bro. Hey, let's go, bro. Pac-12, me, baby. Hey, give me a West. Hey, I ain't gonna watch none of them games.
Yeah. Well, are you gonna be cool with Pac-12 at night when it's 10:45?
No, not in the morning. Goddamn it!
I'm telling you now. Did San Diego State get added to the Pac-12 too?
Yeah.
I'm traveling to San Diego.
Yeah, let's go. Parents gonna be like, y'all need a reporter for Tiger football.
We go.
Shout out to Jessica Benson. I know she a Pac-12 girl.
Yeah, she is.
But yeah, man, we got to take a break. When we come back, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. We're inside the same brand. We'll see y'all in a minute.
One of the defining factors of a good, well-coached defense is rallying to the ball, and it's something you hear from Pee-wee football all the way up until the NFL. And that's what this defense does. Their pursuit is really, really phenomenal. Having a centerpiece like Chandler Martin, who is just every week looks like he continues to get better. He's what makes this defense go, and everybody kind of rallies behind him.
12 TFLs against Florida State.
Yep.
4 sacks, brother. Like, get the out of here. I said, bring some 5-man, 6-man, 7-man pressures. I didn't think they'd do it like that, dog. Yeah. You got to that fourth quarter, and Jordan said, I have no respect for these guys.
No,
we're better than you.
And we're not
scared.
He
just brought 6-man pressure after 6-man pressure, and a 7-man pressure, then a simulated 8-man pressure. It's like this guy is a psychopath in the best possible way.
Tune into On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Each year, the last couple of years, we've had the question of who's going to take the biggest leap. And the one year, I think it was Santi, and everybody's like, Santi? I mean, that was when Jaren was out and Santi had to start.
Yep.
And we were like, Santi's going to start? Seriously? Who is it this year? Who's the player poised to take that big leap?
So I think if you would have asked before the injury, I thought Gigi would have been that guy because he would have been able to be him and do what he did with other really good players next to him.
Right.
I think the guy that is poised to take that step and needs to will be Jake LaRavia. I think he got a taste of what being more than just a shooter can be successful for him.
And he hustles a bit on defense.
Yes, and so I think he's ready to take another step, and he'll have the opportunity.
Tune into the Night Court podcast
and also just to get
hosts,
lost in
Rob
the rest
Fisher
in that
and Brevin
Houston
Knight
team.
On the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the After the Sain show. Final segment of the show. Hey man, why you playing me, bro? I'm not in the Diddy indictment. Bro, my day has been so long and wild today that I keep seeing something about some baby oil and lube. Like, man, what kind of freaky shit this man going on? I ain't getting to all that, bro.
Hey man, So they did a press conference today and showed pictures of evidence, and it was like,
Oh, I'm straight. I don't even want to hear that, bro.
it was like,
on my own, man. Nah.
oh,
Go ahead.
that man ain't getting out. They didn't give that man a bond. They're not letting him bond. He's in
So
jail.
what did they arrest him? Listen to me. I'm saying this out of ignorance because I do not know. I'm
Right.
asking. I'm not saying that he's not justified to be there. But what are they arresting him for?
They got a RICO charge, didn't they?
RICO charge.
For what is it? Is it the prostitution thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because everything I hear about is just freaky ass parties. I'm like, they're not arresting the man for getting nasty at the party. Like, what are they arresting?
No, I mean they're talking. He had people. It kind of like trafficking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Like
Human
over state lines and stuff.
People
like
talking about like somebody got because people talking about lube and baby oil. Okay, so what they got to do with anything? All right, so it's we're still on the trafficking thing with him.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. But that's not what I want to talk about.
That's, my apologies.
What we talking about? Okay, I am.
Hey, you give me a week off, man, from the Anthony Sain show. I'm coming out. My bad.
All right. So I'm 44 years old. I find myself talking about this all the time. I'm 44 years old. I turned 45 in about 2 months, right? I used to work at Foot Locker in the Mall of Memphis, and also in Old Court Mall, Hickory's Mall, and also the Foot Locker outlet. And during that time, I was kind of way in the shoes, and I was giving most of my check back to Foot Locker to buy shoes, right? And we got like a 30% discount, something like that. Started out being 15, then it went up to 30. And I would just buy, shoes, right? And there were certain shoes that kind of escaped me, like that I never got a chance to buy. One of my favorite shoes of all time was the Air Penny 1. Nike Air Penny 1, the royal blue, the black, white royal blue joints. Still one of my favorite shoes, right? But what I used to do was my brother wore a size 12 and I wore a 10 and a half. I would buy my shoes big enough where I could swap out with my brother, where I could wear his shoes, right? So I would buy my shoes too big to fit so that he could swap out with me, right? Don't understand that logic at 44. I don't understand why I was doing it. So a lot of the shoes I owned, they were too big for me. And so I wanted all those shoes again in my true size. I'm too tired even thinking about what I was saying, why I'm saying this. Okay, so I've got access to a swoosh account now, which is basically where you get the Nike discount, right? So every time the Jaws come out, they're like $70, right? So I got 12 pair of Jaws, right? The last pair I got, the royal blue and white joints, that's the last ones I bought on this last line. And before I got the swoosh account, I didn't really care too much about shoes at all. I just buy something I like, and I probably own maybe 2 pairs of shoes a year, right? And I would buy another pair when they would tear up. I just kind of had old man logic when it came down to shoes. 2 people have ruined my life when it comes down to this. It's Penny Hardaway and Demetrius Jamel Morant. The Air Penny 1 came out again, and they came out in Colorado colors. They came out with the black, the gold on the inside, and the white on the side. I got those, and
you dropped the whole bag for them, huh?
No, I bought them. They were swoosh. I bought those with the discount too. I bought those, and then the Jaws came out. I bought 12 pair of those. Kenny Stubblefield, the Holy Grail of shoes, came out last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
The foam posit. I'm gonna tell you the story behind the foam posit. Penny Hardaway was 2 shoes into his line. I want to say that the Penny 1 and the Penny 2 dropped. Nike had brought out this new technology shoe, of a shoe that when you wear it, the shoe kind of, as your foot gets hot over time, that the outside of the shoe molds to your foot and kind of fits to your foot, right? As it warms up and softens, when it cools back down, it's gonna fit to your feet, right? It was the foam posit. Mike Bibby debuted this shoe for Arizona, and they made that shoe with Scottie Pippen in mind. Michael Jordan, I want to say this is around the time that Michael Jordan was retired or coming back, whatever, and Nike was trying to make Scottie Pippen a They presented this gorgeous shoe to Scottie Pippen. He turned it down. He said, "No, I'm good." Scott Pippen, you might not be the smartest dude in the world either, because you turned down big money as a contract, and you had the phone pauses in your hand and say, "Nah, I'm straight."
So dude.
All right, Penny Hardaway, who already had a shoe line, said, "You know what? I want that shoe too." So they had the Air Penny 1, Air Penny 2, and they dropped the phone pause and threw Penny Hardaway's logo on it, but that was not an Air Penny. They wanted to keep the phone posit name. Then Penny went back with the Air Pennies after the phone posit dropped. Them joints came back out last Friday. I never owned a pair of phone posits, Ken. You know I've been saying this, man. I want a pair of phones. I want a pair of phones. I want a pair of phones. The elusive royal blue, international blue, whatever they're calling, Penny ones dropped. Now they dropped some in 2017 when Penny got the job, but they ain't that same blue. The blue look different than they look now. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. They dropped them joints Friday. I said I gotta get them, but guess what, Penny? Guess what, Kenny? They ain't swoosh. Joints was a strong $240, bro.
Dang.
So I'm wrecking my brain, right? I'm like, man, I'm not for the pay. I'm not for the buy these damn shoes. And when I'm gonna tell you how cheap I am. When I get the stuff on Swoosh, right? There's like the jobs are like $70-some. I'll Klarna pay those. I'll pay him for those joints. Like I don't pay the whole 70 at one time. I'll pay him for it, and the money will be coming out for 2 months from now, right? For $70.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's what we all do.
But you can't. So when the phone pauses came,
you got to pay that full
for a week how to do pay in full because they don't do pay in full, right? So I'm like, man, I'm not paying. I'm not giving y'all $240 at one time. So I'm in the bathroom when the phone pauses drop. It's 9:00. They're like, all right, they're here. I can order. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna do this. Like, there's so much stuff I can do. I want this like $3,000 couch for Christmas that I keep saying I want, right? The down payment on it is like $700. Like that's half. I was like, bro, that's half the money for this dope ass couch I want, right? They got this couch that's got like theater speakers and vibrates and shake your ass for you and all kind of. You just do all kind of stuff. Bidet inside of it. You ain't gotta you can just sit there and take a toilet in and all that kind of stuff, right? But anyway, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna give y'all $300 for a pair of sneakers, right? So I let them ride. I thought about it for like 2 minutes. Came back, the shoes were gone. They were literally sold out in 2 minutes. And I was at the chiropractor. And I went in the bathroom. I was at the chiropractor when this happened, sitting there waiting to get served. And I let the foams go, right? So I'm like, I don't need this crap. So I went on StockX, Kenny Stubblefield. And they had them. They were like $225 or something like that, right? They were like right at retail price or like $5 more or something like that. But I could pay in full on there, right? So I got them. I went and got the phones. I'm like, man, I just paid the price of 4 jars. I paid for this one pair of shoes, right? Because it was like $280 for tax. Didn't really know how StockX worked. I called John Martin to ask him because I know he's bought stuff on there before. And the whole process of StockX is this. I can be a guy at the house who owns a pair of the phones. And how these guys are getting these phones, ask John Martin. He said, man, it's probably guys that have access to retail stuff and they're buying them retail and they're selling them through StockX as opposed to having a brick and mortar store. I say, damn, that kind of makes sense. And because they can distribute them, or there's guys who rob trains or guys who whatever, you know what I mean?
Rob Penny.
Right. Rob Penny. So anyway, man, we speed this up. This has been the longest episode of the Anthony Sain Show ever. But so StockX process is this. I as a consumer, I buy the shoe. This is the stuff I find out at 45, bro. Like I'm too old for this shit. I order the shoes, right? Some guy says, okay, some guy has to order. Some guy has, I said it wrong. Some guy has a pair of 10.5 in the phones. They tell StockX, I've got this pair of 10.5s in the phones. I order them. The guy who has the shoes has to mail the shoes to StockX, right? So then StockX says, okay, we got the shoes. Now we got to verify these are the real pennies. Then once they verify them, they send them off to me. So you're looking at like a 10 to 14 day process for me to get my shoes that I ordered. I'm like, man, I'm too old for this shit, man. I'm 45 years old. I just spent a damn car payment on some damn shoes.
That's it.
Then I gotta wait 14 days to get with some guy who probably stole them off a train somewhere, probably stole them off Penny Hardaway's porch, is selling them to who sends them to StockX. StockX sells them to me. I'm like, bro, Penny Hardaway, goddamn it, you got too much of control over my life, man. For one of the most classic shoes, one of the. I think people said that this shoe is the second biggest Nike basketball shoe behind the Jordan, the foams, number 2.
Yeah,
You know,
Penny had a pair on for that interview that we did with him.
Some color you ain't never seen in your life.
Oh my God. Because I'll be frank with you, I'm not a big Foamposite fan.
Bro, I ain't never had them on my feet ever. They look beautiful though.
But the shoes that he was wearing the other day, I was like, take my money,
buddy. What color was it?
Black and but they had like speckles of white, and it was like almost like a concrete effect to them. Oh my God,
damn,
dude.
I'll never own a pair, bro, but I gotta have them. I'm too old for this shit though, Ken. I'm like, man, I got a kid who needs every pair of shoes, and
yeah,
good God, bro. But shout out to paying for it. Shout out to
but my question is what are you gonna do when the Ja 2s come out?
And them Johns come out in a couple weeks.
They come out in a couple. Yeah, they come out literally 2 weeks.
Because those Hall of Fame those Hall of Fames look good. Like
I ain't getting them, bro. I'm not paying. Shout out to Ja, bro. I can't pay the strength for the job.
Man, you got 12 pairs of his first ones, man. You can take a break. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
getting them. Hey, bro, this stuff here, man. I ain't got time for this crap, man. I definitely ain't got the money. I probably just paid $300 for a pair of shoes, bro.
That's tough business, man.
But I guess I've never owned a pair of phones. I can say now that I own a pair. Anyway, bro.
Crazy.
This shit.
Check out the bucket list.
Penny, shout out to you, Penny. Just get through the season, man.
He gonna get through the season. Can you get past the season?
Can we get a tournament win? We get a tournament win, bro.
Let's get past the season.
Year, bro. UConn on your ass. North Carolina, you better be glad this game don't count. It's gonna be an L, man.
Alabama, we got Alabama exhibition.
Alabama on your ass, man. Sweet home Alabama.
I mean, dude, their first 2 exhibition games are against top 10 teams in the country, bro.
That's a real.
Yeah, you ain't never lied. But man, we about to get about this historical longest show in the history of Anthony Sain Show. Take a week off just to get the whole week back in one
in one sitting.
Yeah, we gonna do some we have a Tiger football. I'm gonna show y'all how deep I done got in this Tiger football stuff. I got a Tiger football guest, not no player. And there's a guy who covered the team. I don't want y'all to think I got
Ryan. You got
I ain't
Ryan
got Joey Magnifico. Nobody coming up in this. Hey, why can't I have Joey Magnifico on this?
You can have whoever you want.
Go on, get Anthony Miller to pull it up, man.
Yeah, man. Some, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I don't know. It'll be just one of these guys to cover the team or something. But yeah, man. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all on Friday. I'm gonna have somebody. We're gonna talk Tiger football type shit. That and more. See y'all Friday. Hope y'all have a good week. For the rest of the week, I'm tired. We all tired. It's about 1:00 in the morning, something like that. For Kenny Sutherfield, man, Red Bull happy up all goddamn night. Piss. I'm old, man. I'm an old man out here, man. But y'all, yeah, we'll see y'all next time, man. We out. Y'all know what we trying to do.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.